It's another beautiful Sunday afternoon. This is Rubbin Minds. Welcome. My name is Ebuka Obiuchendo. Happy New Year, Nigeria. Welcome to our very first show in the year 2019, the 1 year we've all anticipated. Yes, the elections are about 6 weeks away, the presidential elections to be precise, and of course, politics is going to be hot in the air in the coming days and weeks to go. I mean, 2019 holds a lot of promise for the country, and we're mostly excited and optimistic and hopeful that things shape up positively for us as a nation, and we get to celebrate good things at the end of this year. Talking about celebrations, yes, it's 6 years on Rubbin Minds for me today, so also quite a special day for me. Thanks once again for joining us. We're going to be kicking off the show today looking at some of the factors that will be shaping Nigeria in 2019. Now we're going to be kicking off looking at the economy. I have here with me Seun Oyajumo and Adiremi Ojekunle. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you very much, Ebuka.
Okay, the economy was a big talking point in the last elections, and is even a bigger talking point this time. It looks like jobs are a big issue, and a lot of that is tied around how the economy performs. The tenure of the president, our current president, pretty much half and half. There was a recession, the other half have been recovering from it. So it looks like it wasn't necessarily the greatest story economically for the president. Looking at 2019 now, the price of the crude oil, it looks like it was going up, looks like things are going back down. Looking at the benchmark set for the budget, how optimistic are you?
Oh, for 2019, I think we'll continue on the moderate level, which we saw in 2018. The economy will continue to be on the steady tick for 2019, and I think a lot of factors will be considered for that. If you look at the crude oil price, because Nigerian market is largely driven by the oil revenue, so this will actually shape what our economy will look like in 2019. Also, the 2019 election is there, so just less than 7 weeks now. So this will also shape the way our economic outlook will be for the year.
Yeah. Looking at our budget, I don't know, a lot of people are, as usual, of course, it's heavy on recurrent expenditure. Sure. The capital side of things isn't always isn't as good as we expect it to be, and even with that, budget sort of performance at the end of the year is never really above. If you hit 50% most times, it means you had a great year. Looking at the budget this year, anything exciting for you?
Capital expenditure, as usual, has been pegged at sort of around 30%. Although, as usual, performance is usually lower than projected. Oil price benchmark used is 60, although most analysts don't expect oil price to stay at that level. We expect it to moderate lower. Depending on political...
Shouldn't that be a worry, though?
That should be a worry, but there's ways around that. We expect the budget to be financed from debt and other ways through other policy mechanisms. Performance on budget this year, we saw how late performance of the budget really kicked in, and outlays of funds to the independent, to the units. We expect the same to continue next year, especially considering the election. Notwithstanding, no matter whatever happens with the elections, budget performance is still going to be muted. That's why I think we're happening.
Before we even get to performance now, I mean, the 2018 budget, I think, was passed in June this year. With the elections coming up, by the time the elections are over, we don't know how many tribunals are going to be all over the place, and then the National Assembly, before the 9th Senate, or the National Assembly, I believe, before they get inaugurated again. When do you think this budget is going to be passed? Do you think it's going to happen before May 29?
Yeah, I don't see May 29 as a feasible date for the passage of the 2019 budget. I see this as something coming towards the end of this H1, half year, probably let's say June, July, because of the election activities and all that. I see the budget, for instance, if you look at the oil benchmark, which is at $60 per barrel, I see a working National Assembly to look at this critically and see, okay, is this thing realistic for our economy and our country at this time, and find a way to either to reduce this or probably find something around to do about it. So passing the budget before May, I don't think this will come in, and this will largely depend on who are those that will actually come on board as the next members of the National Assembly. So we hope we'll have a better hands to come on board and set things right as we look.
There's a statistics that came out in 2018 that scared a lot of people, and this present government doesn't like to talk about it a lot, which is, of course, the poverty statistics, talking about how Nigerians continue to fall below the poverty line, and we're talking of extreme poverty even. I want to talk a little bit more politics now. I know there's a lot of people running for president. I think there's about 74 candidates we have running for president. I'd like to ask this question. Have you seen any of the manifesto that excites you with regards to job creation? You know, because that's a critical part of what probably the next president who will be elected should be focusing on.
The major front runners for the elections, they have information in their respective manifestos about job creation, about social welfare. The incumbent government is going hard on the trader money thing and on the Bank of Industry loans to SMEs. The other party, they are talking about setting up, what's it called, funding for infrastructure and all that to drive job creation in the, in the economy. Some of the other, minor candidates, maybe not minor, like Obi and Fela and the rest.
The third force is what they're called.
Yeah, the third force. They are talking also about various job creations, but the main thing that will happen, and as we all know, government expenditure drives a lot of the economy in Nigeria. So I'm not sure how they intend to fund all this. We are seeing grandiose plans from nearly everybody, and where's the revenue coming from? Our revenue is not expected. Even I'm not sure we're going to meet our production benchmarks that we set for the budget. So where are the funds to create these jobs going to come from? Yeah. Where's the investment to drive new industry going to come from? The private sector is a bit just recovering from the recession itself. So where are we going to see this job creation? That's something I don't see a way to.